The Beat of Toronto Flow 93.5. What up? My name is Peter Kash, and I got Donald Glover, a.k.a. Childish Gambino, a.k.a. Kanye's son, in the building.
How's it going, Peter?
Everything good?
Yeah, everything's good. How are you?
I'm doing all right, man.
Yeah.
So, I know everybody's been talking this to death about the Instagram posts.
Yeah.
And people are just, a lot of people are saying, oh, you're depressed, or are you okay? And, like, keep your head up and everything. How do you feel about that? Is it like, are you like, oh man, I'm okay? Like,
no, I wouldn't say I'm okay. I'm just gonna say like that's what everybody's feeling. Like I don't feel like I'm any more depressed or any sadder than anybody else. Like those are thoughts that I think everybody has. I guess people cared about it just because I guess like I'm the most Instagram followers and did that the most. Yeah. Although like I feel like if anybody else had done it, it would have been like, oh yeah, that person's just feeling like everybody else.
Yeah.
I feel because I feel really lost and stuff, and I feel like everybody does. So that was the only thing. People trying to label it and close it off and be like, oh, you're depressed, do this, or you can take pills, or do like take care. Like I just feel like diagnosing me like. We would need to diagnose everybody. I feel like it's a universal feeling, honestly. I think it's just being alive, honestly.
It's funny that people are like, oh, you need to take some pills or something. That's like, come on, man. Like, when you wrote the stuff, though, how come you wrote it down? That's what I want to know. Like, how come it was like pen and paper and it wasn't like an Instagram post or something, or like, not Instagram, like I mean like Twitter or something like that?
When I originally wrote it, it wasn't like I just wrote it. And I wrote it at the hotel. I wrote it, and then like I felt weird about it, and I kept them.
Okay.
And then I was just like, you know what, forget it, and it worked out better that way because I feel like it just feels more real.
Yeah. Okay.
It just felt realer. Like at the end of the day, like I feel like people can't front on that. Like as opposed to like when people say crazy. Like I want to curse so bad and trying so hard. Go ahead. But people say crazy. All the time on Twitter, and then they'll be like, "Oh, I was hacked."
Yeah.
You know, so like I just didn't want to give people that out of just like as like people being like, "Oh, like
you
this
actually
is real."
did
Like,
it.
I actually did. Like this is my handwriting.
Yeah.
This is me. Like this is for real. Yeah.
I felt like you need to send somebody to Staples or something, get you a bigger piece of paper.
Give me a bigger piece of paper.
Yeah, because it was like
they were really
a little
light up.
notepad like paper. You know what I mean?
That's my fault. My handwriting is atrocious. Like I look like like a fifth grader.
I saw the mistakes there too. That was good.
Yeah,
you scratched that out and just left that all in.
Yeah.
In there you wrote, "I'm scared I'll be Tyrese."
Yeah.
What does that mean? Like, are you like because of Tyrese, the way he's like just spread himself across all the platforms and just been like?
No, it's not even. It's funny. I feel like I'm just gonna get a call from Tyrese and be like, "I'll kill you." But. It's true. Like I feel like he does a lot of things. That's not the problem. Like I do a lot of things. Like I don't even see them as a lot of things. It's just you just do what you're supposed to do. But honestly, like I feel like he's not pushing himself and all those things. Like he's just like doing those. He's very comfortable in those where those things are.
Okay, so
that's the thing. I don't want to be ever comfortable. I don't want to have like the core fan base of like people who like my stuff here and people who like my stuff here. I don't like niche.
Okay.
Like niche, I feel like is everything that everybody does now. Like everybody's just like, I'm gonna sell this T-shirt and I'm gonna sell 50 of them. That's enough to sustain me to make another T-shirt and like basically we're just trading hats with each other. Like you're just making T-shirts for your friends. Like when people make like the niche shoes and stuff. I'm trying to do bigger. I want to affect
everyone
as much as I can while I'm still here on this plane.
Okay.
Like that's it. Like I don't want to be comfortable just sitting here and being like, yeah, I made some albums and then died like my granddad. Like,
well, sometimes I feel like there's people that are like Childish Gambino fans.
Yeah.
And then, there's Drake fans, or you know what I mean? Like there's do you want to be like you want people to say, hey, I'm a Childish Gambino fan, and I'm a Jay-Z fan, and I'm a Kanye fan, and I'm like in that same way? Because I feel like it's really narrow with you right now, just right now.
Like with people just like, oh, I like Childish Gambino, only else. Yeah. Like, yeah, I mean, if that happens, like, first of all, I don't want any fan who's only going to listen to me musically. Okay. Like, that's just whack. That's weird. And be like, yeah, I only eat ketchup.
Yeah.
It's like, really? Like, you don't put it on stuff?
Yeah.
Nope, just to catch it. Like, that's not human. Like, you're just being stripped to human. So, like, I'd rather, I think, like, I want fans who are interested in stuff, but in a bunch of things. But I hope I think this album will, like, if you sonically really liked Camp, like sonically, if that's the only thing you judge it off and that's the only thing you like, you probably won't like this album.
Is it more like the mixtape, kind of like the royalty thing?
No, like this is like nothing. I just I made dope songs and then I was like, I try to make a world like with it.
Okay.
Like the songs as best as I could make them and really make them organic. Like as far as like songs that like some of the hooks don't have words.
Really, it's just
that's just what was in my heart.
Okay.
Like at the moment, like I tried to get down to the very frequency of like what people are at. Like I feel like the reason that Lord's song is so good is because she's like 16 and understand. Like nothing's telling her like that sounds stupid.
She's just
like
saying
she's just
it, yeah.
saying like da like that thing. Because like when I hear it, I'm just like that's the vibration like we're at.
Okay.
So like I tried to do that as much as possible on this album. I didn't like it was all like just coming out of me.
Well, 3005. That's a dope record, first of all.
Yeah,
I had to ask people. I'm like, were you singing on the record too? So you're singing and you're rapping on the record too.
Yeah.
Is that like the direction you want to go with too? Like you want to do both, or is there like?
I just want to be free.
Yeah, you just want to be able to do.
No,
whatever.
I don't look at it because like people never ask that of like Lauryn Hill.
Right.
People weren't like, she's singing and rapping? Like, what is this? Like, people didn't. I mean, Drake gets it because he's a boy, so his masculinity is questioned when he's like this. But, like, in general, people didn't, like, care. People care now, I guess, because, like, you know, there's a lot of similarities between me and Drake, I guess, on the outside of, like, actor who did this and, like, that, who got popular doing this first. But I just want to be free. Like, I want to make, like, records that are so free. Like I love listening to Donny Hathaway. Like I feel like his records are like so free and no one's like this is a disco or this is like it's just like you can just hear his heart kind of through it. So that's gonna happen. I see the blogs being like this has a Drake feel, but it doesn't sound like Drake at all. My voice doesn't. I'm not as cool as Drake. I'm not as good a rapper either. Like I'm not a rapper. I'm not a good rapper.
Okay.
So, but